So we had started the session off with both Andre and Mavis were in the midst of their visions, and Mavis's vision had caused the room and herself to slowly ice over. Andre woke up first, and he kept going really hot, and then would cool down a bit, and it got really hot again. And then when he woke up, he was fine. And Mavis also eventually woke up, and all the ice went away. And Mavis and Andre had talked about what they'd seen to some extent, and we got clarification of when exactly Andre had heard of the shard, and it was revealed that the shard is actually part of the dead gods from the Glory Wars, and that had caused a conflict amongst the aspects and ours. They basically talked about the visions because Mavis had gotten a bit of information about what exactly is happening and some of the aspects they've actually interacted with. Then they had decided to go to pier or the port where they would go on the ship to go to Bethende, because we're going straight there. We're not getting off the Ismenian Kingdom. We're going straight to Bethende. Prior to this, Andre had asked Mavis to help with his disguise, and is now going by Michael, or Misha is the affectionate nickname. They played I Spy for a bit and then realized that that they were underground and that they in fact did not see the sky. And got on this very fancy boat. Nothing much else happened, I believe.
Are you sure that you're not forgetting one thing?
Oh, Gooey died?
I mean, you don't know that, so that didn't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That really happened.
What am I forgetting? There is another fancy merchant. Something about marriage. I'm pretty sure he's getting ready for it.
And nothing else?
I'm braining right now. Oh, I picked up a diamond. We picked up some healing potions.
Alright, that's pretty good. I think you already do still have your inspiration, so you gain nothing except a complimentary breakfast that you can redeem if you ever come to Canada.
Sick.
Can keep track of that. Are you recording right now?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Also,
got that on recording.
Also, just before we start, I also want to clarify. Rayla and Mavis, you both said you change your prepared arrows and spells effectively. So what you have on your sheet right now is the new ones, correct?
Yep.
For me, not exactly. I don't really know how to change them on D&D Beyond.
You go into the character manager. So when you add a level and all of that, you can change it there. Here, I should. Arcane Shot options. Then go into manager, class, and you open class features for your fighter. One called Arcane Shot options.
Thank you.
Alright. And as you said, you've now just entered a room. No, actually, let me just start this too. you just enter a large, very spacious room where passengers in the dozens, if not potentially the few hundreds, have begun just amassing at the back of the room, with each of the walls reinforced with strong materials. There is one dragon that stares at you from the height and the might of its being. Its loud voice echoes through the room. Welcome, everyone, aboard Rakathun's kindness. I will be your captain for this sea voyage. I hope you will all find yourself in very much comfort, that you will all enjoy yourself, and that you will remember this voyage for the rest of your lives. The crew will show you all that can be done aboard this voyage, and all the amenities that we offer will come online in 2 hours' time, where I hope you will join me and the crew for the first supper above this magnificent vessel. The dragon extends one of its arms and kind of folds it across its torso, almost like a bow or a curtsy. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I bid you a magnificent journey. Thank you. After a few seconds, the crew itself give a small and short round of applause, followed by a long line of bows. After which, they start ushering the people. Quite a few of them seem quite surprised, shocked, and a few of them even frozen in place as they simply look over the gargantuan dragon. And slowly, they start filing out of the room. Very slowly. Do you do anything?
No.
What about Mavis and Rayla?
Are we supposed to like clap too? Or like when we finish the journey? Are you supposed to do that?
Like when the voyage is over, I don't know.
Like, are we supposed to do it now? Do we clap at all?
We can clap now. I don't know. It's better not. It's better to than not to.
Well, they already clapped though, didn't they?
Oh, we can do it next time.
Next time, okay.
Next time. But this is really cool.
Oh, I wasn't expecting a dragon to be the captain.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I've never even seen one before. I don't know how to process this.
Oh, you haven't?
I've really adventured for a while, but like not really.
Can't say I have either.
Well, maybe we'll get to talk to him at dinner tonight.
Perhaps.
When is departure anyway?
As you say that, you see the dragon still in front of you begin to slowly turn around. To any who would like to witness the proceeding, I'd like to ask of you to take a step back and hang tightly upon a safe area. You may use one of the bars following the walls. You can see behind him the other half of the gigantic wheel that was at the end of the ship when you boarded. Above of it, there seems to be some sort of odd magical apparatus connected to the wheel by a long, ethereal tether that goes into a complex machinery that actually goes through the ceiling and no doubt reaches the floors above of this one. You can start to feel the air in the room actually start to crackle with power that slowly condenses near the dragon's maw. A few of the passengers hurry, start almost running out of the room, but a few of the others rather throw themselves at the walls, almost in anticipation. Each of the crew are actually lined up very neatly, one by one, at the end of a wall outside of anyone's path. Do you do anything?
I'd like to go towards the wall.
Yeah, I'll stick to the wall as well.
I'll follow their lead.
Right. You do so. A few seconds pass of the dragon amassing a magic and very intense power in its maw. It actually feels a bit like the air itself is lacking in substance now, where you are. It gets a little bit hard to breathe as the air just gets so much thinner. And from the odd magical apparatus, a long, almost sheath begins to cloak the wheel. It glows lightly in a translucent blue or purplish hue. After a few more seconds, the enormous power built up by Rakathun is unleashed upon the wheel in an enormous stream of sheer power. It begins to turn very quickly. Small motes of the cloaking of the wheel actually float away and go back into the apparatus, being quickly siphoned back into the shielding of the wheel. And the boat is propulsed at immense speed. You holding yourself against the wall, you can feel the just the sheer force pushing you against it. And many of the people holding onto the railings start getting much wider in the face. People out in the halls, you can hear quite a few of them tumbling and falling, but only on the soft carpet of the hallway. After a few moments that seem like an eternity, but really can only have been maybe a minute or two, the stream of the breath weapon of the dragon started to fizzle out and extenuate. And the boat keeps on moving, no longer at the same prodigious speed that propulsed it at once, but at a more acceptable speed for cruising, one that feels much more comfortable for the crew and, really, any other passenger. The crew once more let out a row of applause as they start to usher people out of the room. What do you do?
That
Rayla's gonna like
was something.
awkwardly. Rayla's gonna like awkwardly like clap her hands like, that was so cool.
That was intense. Are you guys good?
Think so.
Yeah. Are we gonna explore the boat now, or do you guys just want to hang out in our room?
We got nothing better to do.
I have no preference.
Well, there's like a lounge area upstairs, right? Or on the top floor.
Would you like to go there?
Kind of want to go and look at the water.
Then let's do it.
Maybe- Yeah.
Yay!
do it.
Let's go.
So you go forward and towards the uppermost stack. As you exit the room, you find yourself amongst quite a few other people. Clearly, you're not the only ones who had this idea. The hallways themselves are actually quite crammed and packed by people. Quite a few of them simply going back to their rooms. You can see that a lot of them seem to be bearing sorts of items, tools, and weapons alike. Some of them seem a little bit odd. One of them seems to have what looks like almost a parasol-like item. They go back into their room, and after a bit of filing, you eventually manage to make your way up towards the deck, where you find about a dozen people have already begun setting up to enjoy the amenities. What do you do?
Is there like a railing that surrounds like the edge of the deck?
Yes, there is. It's made of quite fine wood that has clearly been polished not so long ago.
You see like Rayla like race up towards like the railing, just kind of press against it, like super hard. She like looks out towards the sea.
Wait, are we still underground?
Not anymore. As you look around and over the railing, you find oh fuck. You find yourself in a quite busy and active river. Yeah, hold on, let me just fuck.
Yeah, take your time.
Damn it, I had it. There we go. And an open area with a lush blue rivers from which fish jump. The blue skies that you haven't seen in quite some time almost seem to whirl past, with the white and fluffy clouds above you, deforming lightly. The river itself seems almost propulsed by the boat itself. It rushes by with immense speed. Not enough to make anybody sick, but you can clearly see landmarks. High mountains, mounts, moving on the horizon at a speed that probably none of you have ever experienced before. The air rushes against your skin and feels a very pleasant breeze.
This is so nice. Oh my god.
This is pretty cool.
Have you been on a boat before?
Not like this, no.
I'm in the same boat.
Oh.
Good
Yeah.
joke.
I didn't mean to, but I couldn't think of anything else to say.
You are on the same boat. We are.
That's true. But
Oh, that was bad.
I've never been on a boat like this before.
Yeah, this is very grand.
Right? I feel like we're like not the clientele for this.
This seems like a leisurely luxury kind of cruise transportation type thing.
Yeah.
Still
you
gets
don't
us
think
where we
that
need to
maybe
go.
Oh, and it's gonna stop at every port, isn't it?
Potentially, but the speed it goes at certainly makes up for it.
How long do you think the trip will take?
Can't say for sure.
Come on, I'll part.
Hmm?
Never mind.
No, what did you say? You cut out.
Said ballpark it.
Oh,
Um,
um,
Oh, that'd be that wouldn't be an expression, I think.
maybe at most 3 days.
yeah, everything I know about boats either is from stories or reading, and yeah, maybe 3 days a week. If things go very wrong, a little bit more than that.
Well, it took us several days to travel from one city to another, but boats typically make things much faster, and this one is much faster than normal boats, so that could be even less.
It's a magic boat.
Yeah, with a dragon.
So,
Didn't expect to see dragon's breath in such a constructive way.
I didn't think I'd ever see a dragon.
Breathtaking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Funny joke.
So, we're gonna have free time for potentially more than 3 days, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to just sit here, I guess.
You got any downtime activities you'd like to do? You're not.
Oh.
Okay.
What is free time?
I don't know. All we do is like panic and run around. I'm not used to having free time.
Right?
Well,
We could plan, but like if we have time, I mean, we could just do something fun.
yeah. Well, what do you two like to do for fun?
Mavis is just gonna look at Andre.
He's just looking out at the ocean. Or not the ocean, the lake, or river. We're in a pond. What is the ocean but a big pond?
You said so many bodies of water. That made me laugh.
The puddle. Glass of water.
Ninja.
Yes. It's just a big, it's just a long puddle. Yeah, he's just, I mean, he's still like astonished at the speed this boat's going.
That made me laugh so much.
I don't really,
Inlet. An inlet. That's what it's fucking called. Okay.
What?
I was trying to think of bodies of water.
Uh-huh.
Let's say a river.
Yeah,
It's a long
and
puddle.
well,
I-
isn't much I really do for fun.
me either.
Okay.
Rayla, you had a childhood. What did you do?
It got pretty weird after everything happened to my sister, but for that, you usually play games, or you can read, or you can talk to other people. We can meet people. We can make friends. That's not something I really want to try doing. They said they have like activities. I'm sure they do. It's a, from what I understand, it's like a cruise ship, so we can see what they have to offer. AKA, Yeah. What games exist? Wait, fuck, I don't know
I
anything.
refuse to RP another fucking game.
Shuffleboard. We RP shuffleboard.
I
Hold
don't even
up.
know what shuffleboard is.
You guys don't know what that is? It's the quintessential cruise game.
I'm sorry, I've only been on a cruise once.
I've never even been on one. I only know
Yeah,
this is second
but
time.
I know shuffleboard is the go-to.
I don't even know what that is.
It's so boring. Let's not RP that. Don't do that to me.
Let's not do that.
Don't do that to me.
Fuck.
Oh. God, I never thought about this. What do like people in the olden days do for fun?
They didn't. They worked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh,
I looked up like oldest sport, and then it was just wrestling, and it's like, well, that's
Yeah, that's fire.
big. I don't think that's anything that any of us are good at doing. Like, is any one of us even proficient in athletics?
Pardon?
Like, do any of us even have proficiency in athletics?
In athletics, no.
Yeah.
maybe
We can
someone
try.
turned into a bear.
I could turn into a bear.
True.
I'm not gonna do that in public, but I could turn into a bear.
We played lacrosse. I know that's an old sport.
Oh god.
Oh my god, Josh.
Load. I don't know anything. I'm a modern day person.
I think people just read back then, like that.
Yeah, when I'm bored, I go on my phone like a normal person.
All I do is go on my phone, eat hot chip, and lie. I don't do shit.
God damn it.
um. Is there like a meet and greet? I don't know for like the passengers. Wouldn't that be a thing?
Yeah, like a mixer, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Fucking singles event. I don't know.
Single night.
Should we ask a Cobalt if there's something to do?
As you look around yourself, you see that a few of the amenities that you saw yesterday, so the pools with quite a few lounge tables, lounge chairs, the tables with various gambling games being prepared upon them, and the library section of the ship are all slowly being filled with people. A lot of them are more setting up their stuff, leaving a towel, just putting down a glass of brownish, orangish liquid, just claiming the spot as their own mostly. The staff itself is still preparing each of the amenities. Particularly, there appears to be a few kobolds rummaging through the section for gambling, where they're setting out chips and all of that stuff. Most of the passengers don't appear to be on the deck at the moment.
Are these like games like apparent that they're like involving gambling, by the way?
Yeah. If you know what a roulette game is,
Mhm.
it's pretty obvious to you that it's roulette.
I wasn't expecting a roulette table. I'm not gonna lie.
Those appear to also be a table for pool, as well as a table for blackjack and another for poker.
Do you know what? I think I'm gonna go to the library. It's been a while since I just had a chance to sit down and
Is there a library here?
A small section with about a half dozen bookshelves in front and around which is a small, not a hearse, with small plants setting up a comfortable lounge areas with a few parasols set upon tables and comfortable chairs. Where there's actually two people actually sitting there already, each having grabbed a book and reading leisurely under the warm and pleasant sun. So Mavis, you go there? What do Rayla and Andre do? Do they follow? Do they go, or do they go for their own thing?
I think Andre's just gonna stay and watch the ship just move. Because, you know, it moves really fast, and it just looks nice to him. So he's just gonna just watch off the side and just see the, you know, scenery go by.
That's fair. What about Rayla?
I think Rayla will follow Mavis to the library.
You both head towards there. The of the two people that are there, one of them appears to be a rather common woman. Along with her seems to be a child of low age. She's clearly dressed in an attire that this is a big deal vacation for her, and she seems fully intent on relaxing, not even really acknowledging you as you pass. The other one is an elven man with long golden hair and clad in a long teal cloak, under which you can see tough leather. He himself seems focused on a book that appears to be about customs for this area. What do you and Mavis do?
I want to see if there are books about I'm gonna start somewhat broad Bethende.
Any books about Bethende? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start broad.
Yeah. You scour the bookshelves a little bit, and you do find a few items that appear linked in some way to Bethende. A few books are from Bethende, but not really about it. Another one seems to be a list of criminals and persons of interest. A few of them have been thought to be spotted in Bethende. Another one is a play written by an author. It's actually well known in Bethende. It's called The Humors of a Gentleman. It's got a nice yellowish, goldish cover of a thick leather tone. Another one simply reads Actuality of Bethende. It's actually less of a book and more of a collection of newspapers.
I'm gonna grab that one.
Alright. What about you, Rayla?
She is here to relax, so she's gonna try to find any, like, generic adventure, action, romance book and read that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How sappy are you looking?
How sappy am I looking? Go full tropes, cheese, the whole shebang.
Hell yeah. Do it.
Alright. You scour the bookshelves a little bit, and you find one of them that reads Matthias and the Imago. It appears to be about a man and some sort of supernatural woman as they both go on some sorts of adventures to prove their love to one another and unite.
Yeah, really, we'll go for that one and start reading that.
You do so. You both, I assume, take a seat at the large, comfortable tables. Sorry, comfortable seats, and you begin to read. For you, for you two, we'll get back to you in just a moment. As for you, Andre, people are actually starting to come towards the deck more, and one person actually sets up shop pretty close next to you. A fairly elderly man that busts out a very magnificent looking fisher rod. With a swift and practiced motion, he throws it into the very active river. And you can see the small bomb of his bait, of his hook, going up and down as he periodically picks up fish. He just hauls them on board very casually.
He's just gonna vibe there.
Alright,
Oh, he chilling.
you do so. And for you, Mavis, flowing along a few lines of the actuality, they appear to be a few weeks old at this point, but they mainly talk about the war that has recently begun, in an outside land that is not named. They talk about their expectations and the like, and they seem generally positive about it. You can see that there are conflicting opinions as to whether their own alliance with the Holshians for this particular war effort is a good thing or not.
How do
There's
you
also-
spell Holsheed?
Hmm?
How do you spell that last word?
There's also a little bit of talk in anticipation about a meeting that's soon to happen with the High Council of the Hegemony. You can also see a small line about your good old friend Andre, saying that efforts to capture him have ended, as well as a proclamation of his exile, that he is to be captured if he is seen within the country.
But not killed.
It is not specified whether they want him dead or alive.
Alright.
As for you, Rayla, the adventure really starts rather almost wacky. It feels with the man meeting the quote unquote imago. By sheer luck, as they two live in two different worlds, she comes to visit him, and he goes to visit her, and they both have a few adventures, each getting used to the world of the other, and to the other. At first, it's very much more of a friendship than a love, but it's the romantic context and subtext is very clear underneath. It's very coy and playful.
Rayla's gonna look up from her book and be like, Mavis,
Yeah.
how's your meeting going?
I'm just gonna hand her over specifically the line about Andre. Found that.
Yeah, Rayla will set down her book and like look at it. You can see like her face drop when she reads it. Oh.
They're not saying that they want him dead, though.
Yeah. Wow.
Besides, we left him back on shore, so we're fine.
That's true. We don't know where Andre is. I didn't realize he was important enough to get into a book like this and for people to read it.
Sure, it's a national newspaper, it looks like.
Wow. He's like,
Andre was wanted for regicide.
it's a pretty big deal, yeah. We already knew this. I already knew this. It's okay. We have kind of a plan for when we
Yeah,
get there.
and we left him behind, right, Rayla?
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. We'll be fine.
But like, it's also it's not like they don't know that we're his friends, right? It's not. You don't think they're looking out for us at all?
I mean, this says nothing about us. We might get in for questioning, but I don't think they can do anything to us.
Okay.
I mean, again, they attacked us while in a foreign land.
That is true. Okay.
We'll
Not
just
gonna freak out. It's
keep
fine.
our heads down.
She'll like hand you back the book.
I think I'm gonna check that criminal page though, just in case.
Alright. I assume you, for your own, Rayla, you go back to reading your own book?
Yep.
Alright. As you, Mavis, go to take out the small booklet, really, a list of a few criminals, you, Rayla, are reading over a passage where the two are pretending to be lovers in order to trick a rich nobleman into giving back someone their land.
Fake dating? Oh my gosh.
And you, Mavis, take out the small booklet, Wanted and Dangerous, or Interesting Characters. There's a subtitle beneath it that reads, The Big Book of Bounties. Now, I'll list a few people. The first one, named Ornath Icknier, next to which is a drawn picture of a middle-aged dwarven man. Besides it, there reads the following. Once a respected member of the Icknier family, he was cast out after an affair and ran away with a 3,000 gold pieces gem. 500 gold pieces bounty, wanted dead or alive, with the gem only. On the following pages, there's a few other profiles, such as that of Murdath Kasmuth, a former aide to Cuthazon, who apparently made off with a, quote, powerful magic artifact, the nature of which is not specified. Dangerous and armed, wanted dead, 1,000 gold pieces.
Wait, aid to who?
Cuthazon.
Is that name familiar?
Sure, roll a history check.
Hold on.
Okay, with advantage, you are likely to
Yeah. With advantage.
God, I spelled that so wrong.
History. Alright. With advantage, 15.
15. You recognize this as the name of one of the patron dragon lords from a neighboring town from your own. This Cathazar has a bit of focus on the arcane arts and has a small follower group that they themselves are quite capable casters and are renowned for their work through the land.
Alright.
On the next page of the booklet, there's Shio Hila, an elven woman with very shiny forehead, completely lacking in hair. From the picture, she has very clear and very sharp eyes. Underneath her picture reads, "Wanted for the massacre and skinning of her native village. Dangerous and armed, 800 gold pieces." And on the next and last page, there's Yar Nagar. A picture of someone in a very gaudy, very showy costume. Underneath there's a caption that reads, "Art thief, successfully heisted many art pieces, accumulating to a total of 1,800 gold pieces in worth. 700 gold pieces are worn, wanted alive." There's also an image of a playing card with another subtitle underneath that reads, "Their signature playing card." The playing card itself has a blue backdrop of royal blue, in the center of which there's a single closed eye.
All right. Rayla, how's your book so far?
You see, like, really, like, kind of jump when you start talking to her. It's so good. I haven't read a book like this in so long. I'm so happy. It's like, it's perfect. It has all the right balance of adventure and, like, fun tropes. It's just really good. Have you ever read anything like this?
Maybe once.
Now you think?
Maybe twice. Maybe more than that.
Wait, are you? You read stuff like this? No way.
Mavis is gonna go put away the booklet.
You just hear like Rayla whisper to himself like, "Oh, okay, good talk."
I'm not really a bounty hunter, so this isn't really useful. I mean, I doubt I'm gonna find anything helpful here, but is there a book on ancient religion or religion?
No.
Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, nah, that's not exactly light reading.
Ancient religion. Yeah, I got
Yeah. Is there are people interested in true crime? Is that a trendy genre right now?
You can make a history check to see if you'd be aware of the trends following the literature world.
True crime. Medieval true crime? Is that a thing? Holy shit.
8.
You don't know shit, huh?
Yeah, you haven't been paying too much attention, but you think, people, they don't like criminals, and Andre made a bit of a fuss, so people have to be taking attention somehow, right? Maybe that translates to books?
Is there a book on cults?
No.
Fuck.
Is there a book on-
By the way, that's absolutely like airport material now. Like you will find that book in an airport now. That's how I'm treating this. Fuck it, alright, I guess I'll read the play or whatever this was.
Alright. The book itself is a bit lengthy, So we start by reading the backdrop. And it seems to be a review from someone that is not named. Reads as following. A humoristic play set in the noble and quite eccentric family. It is filled with adultery, mad behaviors, and there's 2 asterisks following the word gasp. Eating worms! Exclamation mark.
The face I made in real life to that.
Well, go ahead and describe it. What face did you make?
Oh. I'll read it.
Alright. You start reading it. It's, as I said, a bit of a lengthy book, so it takes you a bit of time before you make any progress in it. It is, the book itself is rather well written, and the comedy on it has some nice satires. So it is an entertaining read, albeit not exactly a quick one.
Mm-hmm.
And at
What
this,
year was it made?
what year was it made?
Like, does it have publishing date?
No, there is no publishing date.
That's a valid question. I don't care what you say. If they have
It is a
the
valid.
ability for mass publication. So there's no way for me to tell.
You can try and judge.
Okay. I'd like to
Investigation.
judge how old this is.
Sure, roll investigation.
Damn. That's a 5.
5. Well, the book is still in one piece, and the pages have pretty much all the same color, so it can't be that old, right?
I can't make any parallel to the family that they're describing with any historical family.
You rolled a 5, buddy.
I know. That's an additional question. No, it's fine. I'll look. Whatever. Fucking reading this
Something-
funny book about insane families. Yay.
You can probably tell that the family itself most likely does not exist, as they get up to some pretty wild shenanigans that, well, perhaps you wouldn't know so much, but Andre would definitely be able to tell you that are not really tolerated in nobility. And as the two of you keep on reading your books, you can hear a light bell ringing. Yeah, drawing your attention closer to the gambling area, where a small kobold with scales that hue lightly in green is the one ringing the bell to draw people's attention. He goes, "Thank you for your attention. The gambling parlor will open in 5 minutes. If you'd like to be one of the first ones to play in our great games, feel free to come and take a seat. Thank you." And he goes back, putting the bell on top of the blackjack table, and himself taking a seat behind the pool table. The woman that was next to you slowly raises and actually goes towards that area, child in tow. Do any of you do anything?
I'm just gonna go to the pool table.
Hell So Andre goes towards the pool table, and you can see that that is actually where the woman was headed. You meet both her, as well as another person, the elven man that was him too, at the library before. Okay. Here we have 3 people. So what we can do is two at a time, and then the one that beats the most people in the 3 rounds wins the prize. The prize here is 10 gold if you'd like to play. So that'll be 3 gold each.
Alright. He will do so. Hold on, I gotta break my platinum.
You break your down.
That's okay. He gives you back change as you all give him the money.
How broke are you guys?
I just have a lot of platinum. Like I don't have like
Okay.
like specific like stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have as much money as I normally do either, but
Like I have a lot of money. It's all in platinum, so I have to like do specific like things with the breaking it and stuff.
My breastplate cost a lot, guys. I don't even have much force for me nowadays.
Alright. The elvish man gives you a wink. Well, hello there, my dear fellow. Would you like to start the both of us? And we can ensure the kind of lady over here doesn't have to deal with any of our lower end plays.
Yes, I'd like to.
Fantastic. He takes out a coin. Would you like to start? Otherwise, we can roll for it.
I like leaving it up to chance.
All right. Heads or tails?
Heads.
All right. Heads is 1. He throws the coin upward, and it does land on heads. Well, it's your lucky day. Go ahead.
Seems so. He's gonna step up to it.
You do so. You're handed a very nice cue, and each of the balls are set up by the kobold. The cue itself is clearly made of fine and rather costly wood that is equally sturdy. There are small engravings of patterns of dragons and their breaths. It's the cue itself almost seems like an art piece of its own.
All right, Rama. What type of skill is this looking like?
I'll say this will be a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
So one of your fortes.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether he's gonna sandbag or not. Like
You
at
get
least at
something,
first.
That's so fun. Breaking it, the thing.
Mhm. No, he's just gonna play it as normal.
Wait, are you solids or?
I haven't even broken it yet.
Yeah,
Breaking
yeah.
the book. So yeah, should I just go for it?
Go ahead.
Right. Ooh, okay. All right, 22.
22. The way this will work is that there will be 3 checks, and the one that wins the most of them actually wins the game.
All right.
And so the one who breaks gets a +1. So you get 23. The elven man himself takes out his cue. It does appear to be his first time playing, as he appears to have a bit of issue actually maneuvering the cue as he wills, as you slowly tuck the balls in with a powerful break that already nets you 2 of your own. He himself is having issues and manages to knock only 1 in before it goes back to your turn. Roll another sleight of hand, as he rolled a 6 total for this one.
All right. At 17.
Woo!
For this one, he rolls a 22. He appears to be getting the grasp of the game rather quickly, and as you manage to knock 2 more of your balls, bringing you to a total of 4 out of the total 8 you need. He himself manages to knock 3 of them at once, bringing the both of you to pretty much equality. The balls are all situated in a way that for either of you to actually start knocking them in is rather easy, with the only threat being accidentally putting the 8. Well, this game's not so hard after all. Is it a game that's usually played in this land? I believe it's called Pool, right?
Which he's not referring to Bethende, right?
Who knows?
Yeah, it's like, oh, because like I don't know. There's just been a lot of runs of Bethende, so it's kind of messed with like my perception. But Andre hasn't seen anything like that, so well, he hasn't seen anything like that here, as far as he knows, besides the boat. Mavis hasn't mentioned it, right? Yeah, so he'd be like, I'm not really sure.
Oh, well, look at that. I guess that's something more to bring back home. Once more, roll that sleight of hand check, please.
Alrighty.
Oh, okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. He himself rolls a natural 1. As you manage to knock in a ball, you do manage to get all of them except the 8. That's just barely not lined up, and it goes to his own turn. As he himself goes to try and knock in his own balls, he accidentally puts in too much force, and himself knocks the 8 in before he's actually reached there, giving him the loss. Ah. Well, I guess this first game goes to you, my friend.
Indeed, but you're not bad.
Thanks. It's actually my first time playing one of these games. Cool, huh? I wonder if this stick matters. And he himself starts a bit muttering to himself as he takes a step back, observing you and your pose. The woman takes a step forward. Well, enough waiting around. I'm here to knock some balls and some boys. You start or do I do?
Why don't we leave it a chance again?
Alright, heads or tails?
Heads.
Fantastic. I like that too.
Wait.
What? What?
I feel like she's gonna like smash the pool cue over my head.
That's what it was. Okay, so I read it wrong initially then. The Ephesium is about murdering men, okay, not
No.
okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
was about to say don't accidentally charm the MILF.
Wait, me? What did I say?
I don't know.
You didn't say anything.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
I don't know.
Alright then.
She throws the coin upwards and flips through the air and eventually lands on heads. Not on heads. On heads. Well, looks like you start. Show me how you work that shaft, boy.
Gladly.
What?
Yeah.
I'm missing all the drama.
Andre's socially inept. He's not gonna notice that.
That's true.
So he's just gonna line up and no, I'll wait. Yeah. Oh, okay, could have been what? Oh, alright, 11. Or that's with the +1 bonus of starting.
Ooh. She herself rolls a 13 and does indeed beat you. You manage to do a nice break, and the balls go pretty much everywhere, spreading out on the table, giving a few good options for anyone to break. Well, to start putting them, but none of them get in the holes. And she herself takes advantage of this, as she knocks 3 of her own already in there. Those are, however, the easy ones, and she's in a bit of a rough spot to get any of the others. Well, not bad, but you gotta put them in the holes.
He just nods and kind of is planning out how to like kind of approach the entire situation.
All right. Roll another sleight of hand.
17.
Oh, that's actually matched. Look at that. As you take control of the board, you put in 2 more, and she herself also puts in 2 more, bringing you at a nice time. She herself is out of easy options, however, and she'll need a good positioning to be able to land the few last balls. Not bad. Maybe I need a strength is needed here.
Alright. For this next one, I'd like to use my inspiration.
Sure.
Alright.
You don't want to lose to the Melfat pool.
I just really want to win. 19.
19. She herself rolls a 14. And, oh, that actually does bring you at a tie, doesn't it? As the two of you face off, you yourself take good advantage of the terrible positioning that she herself had, and you make some rather great bounces, putting her in even worse situations that she really can get herself out of, but you yourself aren't able to really finish your board either, as you do. As currently it's 1-1 since you tied. Roll the last check.
Yeah, alright. 21.
She rolls a 10. And you yourself just going again once more. She whiffs on the ball and just knocks it with a bit too much strength, giving you fantastic positioning, and you just knock the 2 remaining balls you had, as well as the 8. Well, hot damn, I guess you're good with that pole. And she gives you a light tap on the back.
Thank you.
You know where I can get some alcohol over here?
I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, I guess there'll probably be some downstairs. Have a good one, young one.
You as well.
And she herself begins walking away, still with her child in tow. As, she just gives you the back of the hand, kind of, to salute you goodbye. That was some good play, sir. Here's your winnings.
Thank you. No, take it.
Yep.
Yes.
Ooh,
Got money.
look at that.
It was 10 gold was the prize, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Net profit of 7 gold.
All it took was my inspiration.
Fantastic trade.
I've had it for so long, I had to use it on some.
Mm-hmm.
That is accurate.
Yeah. He's had his fun.
Alright. What did he do?
I mean, after he wins, just gonna go back to watching the scenery go by.
Alright. You do so. Going back to your fisherman buddy, who by this point has actually amassed a quite sizable pile of fish. There's a good half dozen of them wriggling in a full bucket of water. They're not particularly sizable, the fish, but he's got a couple of them. And like that, would you all just keep at that for a while?
Yeah. Andre's attention span is... He could do something for just hours upon hours.
So he doesn't have ADHD.
No.
Look at that. A bit of time passes, an hour, then 2. The time under the warm sun is very soothing. It's very relaxing. Almost feels like a nap is a natural way to live here. And you can see that more and more people actually join you over on the deck. People are making themselves lively at the gambling parlor. Some people, including the rather haughty-looking um, nobleman that you saw earlier, and is going in that small closed-off area, followed by a few other people who are dressed actually in items of significant worth, let's say. There's also some other people making themselves at home near the pool or on the lounge chairs, and a few others join you, Rayla and Mavis, at the library section. It's very peaceful, and the most sound you hear is from people exalted or despairful at their winnings and losing at the gambling place. As you blink and time passes, it's now about 3 p.m. And you're beginning to be hungry. Do any of you do anything?
No, I think Andre's just gonna wait until the kind of like dinner kind of event happens.
You're skipping a meal?
Yeah. It's a nice view.
How do you think he got so thin? He's the lankiest guy you know. What about Mavis and Rayla? Are they also skipping meal?
Yeah.
Is like Rayla almost done her book, or does she have like a decent amount through?
You're about a third to halfway through the book. So far in it, the two Mathias and the amethyst Imago have each met and have gone on a few adventures. Nothing of outright combat, but they really use mainly subterfuge to get their way, usually passing themselves as a group of some kind. Mathias himself has gone to the Imago's house. It seems to be in a deep, entrenched woods with a family that is itself rather odd. They themselves are rarely present, but according to anything the Imago says, she cares very much for them, and they for her. A bit too much, setting themselves as a bit of a Romeo and Juliet scenario.
She's only halfway into it. I feel like she just forgets to eat, so she's probably going to continue eating.
As for you, Mavis, you've made a good bit of progress in your book. And as before, the play itself is rather scabrous, occasionally hilarious, and sometimes it's hard to actually refrain yourself from just bursting out in laughter out loud. The characters themselves, there's 4 of them that are mainly important to play. An old man named John Sone, his mistress, Mavelyn, the mistress's lover, Leo, and a young upstart constable named Corvino. By the end of what you've read, Mavelyn herself has revealed a secret door in the walls of the house to her lover Leo that they themselves have begun to put to use, and Corvino himself has begun, as described in the prelude to the work, eating worms, rather consuming them. In addition to each of these characters, there was also a kind elderly butler who goes from place to place from each set pieces to tell time and take care of other small matters, usually setting up the lighting and the ambiance. you're still comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more time passes, and as 5 p.m. rounds, you can hear a loud bell ringing through the deck. It actually seems to be also coming from another point, a bit similar to the contraption that you saw in the engine wheels room. The magical contraption echoes the same sound from its almost antenna-looking apparatus. And from it, the voice of the Dragonborn that welcomed you aboard rings out. Ladies and gentlemen, the diner will begin soon. If you'd like, and please join us. Put yourself in nice apparel, please, as the captain will be joining us for this meal. Thank you very much, and have a great stay. You people out and about on the deck begin packing up their stuff and going back downstairs. No doubt they're ready for the meal.
Andre will head down there because he's already got his fancy clothes on.
Are we supposed to dress up for this?
I guess so. I don't know what to wear.
We don't have to wear like dresses or something, right?
Yeah, I was doing just general formal attire.
You know, I think we're good.
You think so? I feel
Yeah.
like I'll stick out so much.
Sure, it's fine. Those are so.
This
Did you really move from that spot at all, by the way?
Me?
Yeah, you.
You can kind of see her like cross her arms while she's thinking. No, I don't think so. Why?
We got on in the morning. Have you eaten since then?
Oh, no, I did not. I kind of forgot. That's odd. I usually don't forget that. Sometimes I can just get very into the books I'm reading, so I'm okay. I am hungry though.
Alright, let's go down then.
Yeah, sure. I'm so sad. This could have been such a good opportunity to wear something nice. But I don't have anything.
Yeah, I don't. This is kind of all I got, so.
Yeah, same.
Sure.
Well, I think we both look great. So, I'm sure it's okay. Yeah, we can head down.
Alright.
Alright. You so you make your way down and towards the dining area, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. I assume you regroup with Andre there?
Yeah, I would hope so.
If we see him, yeah.
Alright. You do so. Would Andre already be sitting at a table, or is he looking for anybody? What's he doing?
I guess he'd be kind of just on an autopilot right now. Yeah, he'd probably be at a table sitting already.
Alright. You can take place at one of the many tables. Each of the tables has sets ranging from 4 to 6 places for people. Nice utensils of what appears to be silver and plates of porcelain are laid out. Nearly high quality material. In the center space of the table, there's a few items like seasoning as well as a rather large menu. Looking around you, Andre, you can find a few people that you've actually seen before when you boarded. The young lady with a head of silver hair is dressed in a rather nice-looking actual dress. The woman with whom you just played pool herself seemed to be clad in a cocktail red dress that attracts attention. Let's put it that way. And you can also make out the elven man with whom you just played, who himself is clad in almost a silk-like materials of a flowing garb of complete white and blue. There's a few other people dressed a bit more normally, and you see Mavis and Rayla make their way towards you.
Compared to his fancy clothes, like, is he like on the upper tier of the fanciness compared to most people, or is it like the more normal side?
Andre is on the upper tier of the fanciness. Clearly, the material of his clothes is sublime. However, since he did wear those fancy clothes all day, they are a little bit dirty, bringing him down a bit.
If they are a bit dirty, he'll use prestidigitation to clean them up, just to look nice, but also realizing maybe he should get another set of clothes so he's not... Because he was just standing on the deck and, like, it's like if a guy wore, like, a three-piece suit to a pool party.
Yeah, that is kind of what that happened before.
But yeah, he'll keep that in mind.
Alright, you do so. And Rayla and Mavis come towards you. Mavis still clad in her usual clothes, and Rayla still wearing her heavy armor. Although very finely carved armor. Still armor. What do you do?
Do you see Andre? Like peering around the room, like hands over my eyes as like the binoculars. Like, do you see him?
Do you think he would sit with other people or all alone? Right? He probably said at an empty table.
He's probably so alone.
Yeah.
Wait, is that him over there?
You can wave. I think, or we can both wave.
Yeah, let's wave. Hey, Misha.
Oh, you... Would I say this?
Oh yeah.
Misha, and I'm gonna do two arms now.
I'll just...
I was just waving.
He'll wave, you know, just like a arm like part way up, just like, hey.
Hey, Misha, I think he saw us.
Okay, we go over to him.
Yeah. Got a little gander over.
Gander.
So, how was gambling?
I didn't gamble.
Oh, what did you do on the deck then?
I played pool. What did you two do?
I read a bit. Tried to see if I could find anything about the situation in Bethende, and a bloke named Andre Timmer is officially on exile and to be captured on site. We found out.
Really?
No mention of dead or alive, though.
Very interesting.
He didn't show up in the Book of Bounties, so...
Wonder what changed their minds.
Also, the council are apparently meeting or have met. I don't know. It's the newspaper I saw was a couple weeks old. So that's always interesting and whatever.
Makes sense with war and all.
Rayla, however, I think had a much more entertaining time than I did.
Oh, well, I thought we were here. Well, I thought we were gonna like relax, so I just read for like the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to enjoy this time before we finally get there.
Well, it's nice to have some relaxation after all the travel.
I feel like me and Rayla need to go shopping.
Yeah.
Maybe even you at this point.
What for?
You need like another set of clothes.
You're not wrong.
But like, if we're gonna be trying to meet with more upper crust types, I mean, I feel like I should like dress for that. I mean, I think pants are really comfortable, but like if I need to wear a dress, so be it.
Maybe you can wear like a suit, or like you don't have to wear a dress.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't enjoy not having clothes that fit this occasion.
Only a few people. It's like it's mixed, so it really would fit in fine, I think. Like, as fancy as this is, like, there are other people that are just using this to travel.
Yeah, you're right.
So this is actually really fun.
Glad to hear it.
You enjoy it?
I mean, well, most of the time, but like, it's really cool, isn't it? Traveling on the river.
I'd have to admit, it's certainly something. I'm still trying to process how this thing just moves so fast.
I guess it's the power of a dragon.
As you
Yeah.
say that, one of the servers, a kobold with scales of light red, almost bordering on purple, comes up to you, clad in a nice and completely polished uniform. Hello, sir and ma'ams. Welcome to the dining area. Can I take your order for today?
Do they have any seafood?
They do.
He will order the first thing on that.
Alright, it's some sort of crab dish with an accompaniment of lemon.
Yep, he's gonna go for that.
Alright. Oh, fantastic. I'm sure the chefs will be very happy. As for you two, what are you looking for today? We have a wide variety of dishes, from more vegetable-based as well as meats. If you have any special requests, if it can be arranged, I can also ask the chef if it's possible for him to accommodate.
I really think you should order. Like, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So chef's choice for you?
What?
Okay.
Oh, no. Actually, I don't need anything. I'm on a diet.
Would you be interested in one of our cocktails then? We have a good variety of them, from the alcoholic to the non. We have a quite impressive, if I say so myself, array of things available to us. The captain himself is rather fond of our collection of whiskeys.
Water's just fine for now. Thank you.
Just water? Okay.
Yep.
Notes that down in a small notepad. After you?
I'd like something seafood based as well. And if you have any recommendations.
Well, like the source took, our lemon crab is a very nice dish. We use the finest ingredients, and they are boiled today, so the meat itself is very nice and fresh. If you'd like, however, for seafood, we do have a shrimp-based dish where we use a bit of cheese to grate on them. And in my opinion, the combination of flavors is absolutely exquisite. It's an unexpected combination, but it really does work.
I will have the shrimp dish then.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much. We'll be back in 20 to 30 minutes with your dishes. Thank you. And he begins to walk away to another table and taking their order.
Does anyone water?
For the moment, there is indeed a pitcher of water on the table.
That's why I was like, I'm fine with just water.
But there's nothing, you've got a pitcher of water and the glasses, but
Okay.
nothing else.
I think next time. Oh, do you guys like doing like a salad for the table or something? Do you want me to order?
That's up to you.
Well, he didn't ask any questions really when I said diet. He actually offered alcohol, which is kind of weird if you think about it.
Maybe he still wanted you to enjoy the evening? I'm not
Still
sure.
alcohol without any food? Most bartenders I know would at least put out like nuts or something or chips. Anyway.
I don't really know.
Time passes, and after a few minutes, the same kobold arrives at your table, a wide plate in each hand, one that he sets in front of you, Andre, and the other that he sets in front of you, Rayla. Both of the dishes smell absolutely exquisite, and they look as good as they smell. He also arrives back after a few minutes with a small bowl filled with bread and a bit of butter. Here you go. If there's anything you'd like to order for your drinks, I can take care of that right now. Otherwise, I wish you a great meal, and I hope you enjoy the experience.
Yes, thank you so much.
Fantastic. And you have a great evening.
You as well.
And he walks away once more. back to an area in the back of the room, which on be the kitchen. As he comes out once more with a few more plates, people around you are clearly very satisfied with their meals as they too start getting them, and you hear quite a few oohs and ah as people start eating and clearly very happy with their choices.
Andre will just start eating.
All right, you do so. It's very good.
How does Rayla eat? He needs to know if he judges her or not.
No.
How does Rayla eat?
Like, does she know how to eat? Does she know proper table manners?
No, she's just gonna take like a fork and eat it.
No, it's not the right size of fork.
He's just
Wait, are there like multiple forks and spoons and all that?
Yes. There's 3 forks and 3 spoons.
She's just gonna like stare at them for a little while and just like pick up the one in the middle of like the middle-sized one and go for it.
There's also 2 knives, for the record. What about
No,
how do you eat the shrimp?
You eat the shrimp?
Yeah, how
Hmm.
do you do that?
This is just like baked shrimp with cheese.
Yep.
I mean,
Sounds
it's
good.
a bit fancier than that, but essentially, yes.
if you break it, if you want to simplify it, yes.
That's like saying pizza is just tomato on bread. I mean, yes, but there's a bit more to it than that.
I'm sorry, it was just like the way you explained it was just shrimp with cheese. I was like,
It's
Yeah,
like-
you're like, this is such a unique combination
It's
of
like-
flavors.
Yeah, it's like saying like an apple pie is just
Buddy,
pepper
I'm
on
not a
steak.
I'm not a chef. Fuck you.
I think the first
I was like,
description of
"Ah,
the first
God damn it."
We're sorry.
The first thing she probably does is just like see how it smells before she tastes it.
It tastes very it tastes a little bit like salt water. The smell itself is very fresh, and as you take a good huff of it, it's multi-layered. The cheese itself makes it very gives it a lot of depth and smell, but makes it a bit heavier. Whereas from within and from underneath the cheese, you do feel a lightness and freshness that does actually combine very well in a game of contrasts, if you will.
Mm-hmm. After she like smells it, she's just gonna like she's gonna pick up one of the forks and she's gonna like stare at the knives. And like every once in a while she's gonna like glance up at Andre and she'll like look down.
Every time she looks up, he just closes the one eye that's visible and just is still eating.
So mean.
Like, he doesn't want to be mean about it, but it's really bothering him.
Does he like do the ah?
No, he doesn't make any audible sounds. It's taking everything in his being to not say something, but, you know, the only thing, it's only visual, not audible.
She's gonna like make her like she's gonna like reach for one of the knives and see if he like does anything. If he doesn't, she'll just like she'll pick it up slowly and then go to eat.
You do so.
Did she get the right one?
Did you?
Is it a 50-50? Did she have to, like, flip a coin?
Yeah, it was just like she's just guessing.
All right, 1 or 2.
She'll pick the smaller knife. Are there different sizes of smaller knife?
Yes.
There's steak knife and then butter knife, typically.
If you're using a steak knife for shrimp, I'm afraid to tell you you may be using overkill. But yeah, 1 or 2, Rella.
2.
You picked the right one.
Yeah.
Go.
He just, it's almost not even a nod, because he just goes back to eating. Just like, okay, it's a bit better.
Alright. As you clean your plates of very gorgeous meals, you hear a bit of a loud clinking of a crystal glass as one person stands up. You can see that the person looks almost like a dragonborn, but more, with long horns and a thick, scaly skin on which some gold apparels are laid. There's a person wearing a very nice light teal and gold-trimmed suit. Attention, everyone, please. I'd like to thank you once more for taking a sailing on Rakathun's kindness. I hope you've so far enjoyed each of our glorious amenities. And I'd like to announce the game of the day. For today, on the deck and so far as at 2 in the morning, we'll be hosting a few party games. Now you can test your luck, your aim, as well as your agility. Feel free to join in. There's no need for reservations or any of the kind. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. He gives a little bow and sits back down. People will go about their business, as before.
Hmm. Man,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just deciding. I was like, should I do it? It's like, is bringing attention to myself a good idea, though? I mean, if I fail, then it has the opposite effect, kind of.
Like if you fail like the game.
Yeah. Because it's like, I gotta do the agility one, right? Like, I feel like...
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing.
I'm just saying, it's fancy people prizes. We might get something cool. Or money. Money's
Okay.
good either way.
Yeah,
Money
I'm
would be
down.
great.
Yeah.
You had me at beating the rich.
It did say there's a game for aim, so
Well, yeah. He's just... Yeah, it doesn't look like they've been set up, have they?
You're still in the dining area.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was being set up, like, in there, because in my head, I still have that, like, a giant, like, thing.
It is a gigantic dining area. There are dozens of tables, and there's even a section at the back that's actually curtained off, no doubt for VIPs and the like.
Yeah. Well,
You
Start.
could fit a party in here, easily.
Yeah, he'll start getting ready to, like, go to there.
Alright. What about Mavis and Raylan?
I'm ready to try and win some money.
yeah, me too. I really want some.
Hopefully the prize is money.
What if it's just like, here's a complimentary bottle of wine?
Then we keep it and we sell that wine.
Ah, that's true. Yeah, they will also get ready to head there as well.
Alright. So you leave your table and go back to the deck? Your room?
The deck?
When does the activity start again?
He said in a few hours and up until 2 a.m.
Okay.
It starts in a few hours?
Yep.
I'll head back to his room. Or I guess it's the room, isn't it?
It is the room. Does he follow? Do Rayla and Mavis follow? Or is it just Andre?
I'm gonna check on Fleet Chaser one more time.
Alright. What about Rayla?
Rayla is. She's gonna take her time to finish up her dinner and also to eat those bread rolls that they brought out.
Alright, so you're making provisions.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll start with Andre. As you go back to your room, you find that there's not a lot of people actually in the halls right now. You do come across one person, the silver-haired woman that you've seen 2 times now, I believe. She herself is going into her own room, which is right next to the stairs. It gives you a small wave as she does.
He'll nod.
You reach your own room without too much trouble. And there doesn't appear to be anything missing or anything changed. What do you do?
He's gonna sit there, and since that just happened, he's gonna be like, maybe people are just friendly. No, I shouldn't be suspicious. He's just gonna find a chair and sit there and just try to get rid of the the like kind of detective brain.
Alright.
Because he's like, I didn't acknowledge them, but they decided to do it to me. Why would they do that? Unless they're hiding something. Try to not be suspicious by waving.
So you're psyching yourself down.
Yes.
Okay. Mavis, you yourself, as you reach back into the hold to go see Fleet Chaser, you actually come across a Dragonborn guard that's actually standing in front of the doors. You can see at his hip that there's a very fine long sword, and that he himself is keeping watch. Oh, hello, ma'am. Can I help you with something?
Oh, I'm just here to check on my horse.
Ah, of course. Please come with me. I'll escort you.
Okay.
Apologies for the inconvenience, but I'm sure you'll understand that we can't just let anyone access the hold where everyone's goods are kept.
Oh yeah, no, I understand, but who's gonna be keeping guard while you bring me in?
Well, I'll be inside the hold, so if they come in, I'll see them.
Alright.
He turns down, opening the door that leads downstairs. Now then, if you would. And as you go downstairs, he follows you after, and lights a small lantern as he walks. Said your horse, right? So
Yeah.
he'll be with the stables. He leads you to them, where you see Fleet Chaser himself seems to be sleeping with quite a few troubles as the boat waves from left to right. He himself doesn't seem used to it at all and seems a bit disturbed. Every once in a while, you can hear him let out a small whine.
Pet him on the snoot.
You do so, and he starts whining a little bit less, as though comforted.
I'm sorry, buddy. It's just we gotta do this to travel a bit faster. It'll only be for a few days. Hopefully. And I'm sure you've been getting the very best food while in here. I hope.
Speaking of food, you can indeed see that there is food in a bucket in front of him. Well, 2 of them actually. One of which holds a copious quantity of water. In the other one, you can see that there are fresh carrots and other vegetables, as well as a good patch of what appears to be fresh grass.
See, look at that. Maybe tomorrow night I'll sneak down a couple sugar cubes for you. Since I don't get food anyway.
One of his ear twitches as you say that, but it doesn't really seem to awaken.
I know this sucks, but I'm glad you seem to be doing okay for the most part. And I'll go. Dude, I'm just gonna wander the ship
Alright.
after leaving the hold.
Yeah, the guard
Yeah.
escorts you back up, and you're wandering the ship. Each of the passageway looks very similar. Each of the doors, each of the walls are all made of similar materials, same wood, the same, each cleaned and polished very well. Along each of the walls, there's a gold lining, and there's an area where the carpet gets much plusher. Each of the walls starts having more frequent paintings and the like, and the doors themselves become much wider. Clearly, these lead into VIP suites that are much more spacious than the cabins that you and the party occupy. There's not a lot of people out and about at this particular stage, though.
Maybe this is just kind of like whistle to herself, like, damn, how much money would this? How many families could you feed with this? Just kidding. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
Okay. And we'll swap back to Rayla. As you yourself are eating at the table, getting a few more breadsticks from the kobold server that brings them to you. There's actually someone that comes in front of you. It's the elven man that Andre played pool with. He has rather fine traits, a bit of long nose, and his hair is tied in a long braid behind him. He gives you a bit of a courtesy. He goes, "Oh, may I sit here? I'd be very happy to give you company."
Yeah, you can.
Of course. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Tell me, what are you doing here alone? You don't seem the type to come aboard a ship like this alone.
My friends are here. They're just exploring the ship. I just wanted to finish up my food.
Ah, I see. Oh, before I actually ask any question, I should introduce myself. I'm very sorry for my lack of courtesy there. My name is Aurelio Stuyara. I'm a scribe that hails from Soine. I'm actually here to learn a bit more about the truths of the dwarven culture, and on my way to go to the Ismenian Alliance, where I hope to do the same. And who might you be? You seem clad in quite fierce armor. Are you some sort of legendary fighter?
I wish. My name is Rayla. I'm kind of just here traveling with some friends. We've been traveling the whole country for a while now.
Oh, really? Wait, did you say Rayla?
Yes. Yeah.
Could you be the Rayla 2 I've heard about? I've heard quite a few songs about your mighty prowesses. Facing an elemental in well, I believe it was Rockhive, correct?
Yeah. I did do that. Me and my friends.
Oh.
Yeah, the Rayla 2, Rayla 1. We were the duo.
Quite a valorous warrior as you are. I hope this doesn't sound bad, but I did hear you had a bit more hair than you do. Are you perhaps one of those shapeshifters that can turn into mighty beasts?
I'm Rayla 1. It is easy to get confused. Rayla 2 was this like super cool minotaur looking person. Well, they were a minotaur.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that was Rayla too. I'm Rayla 1.
Ah, I see. My apologies for the confusion.
Mm-hmm.
And what
It's
are
easy to get confused.
Indeed, it is. And what are you doing aboard this ship? Have you set your adventurous side upon the lands of Ismenia as well?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, essentially, yeah. We
Would
just
you
need to get.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Um, I don't have anything else to say. No, you're right. We were just traveling there.
Okay. Would you mind telling more? I'd be happy to chronicle your successes for the future. No doubt there'll be more songs about your combat prowesses if you keep on the same track you are.
We don't have too much planned just yet, but I do have a question. Those songs, like, who made those? Where did you hear those?
Oh, it was from a traveling barn, actually, that himself spent a bit of time in Rockhive. I forget his name, sadly. He was rather intent as to your ability. Apparently, you have a companion whose character is as tough as the mountain and burns brighter than the forges of the deepest rock.
Was there any mention of any other companions in there?
There was mention of an explosive temper, I believe. It's
Yeah.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's relatively accurate about some of us, I guess. I didn't realize people knew us.
Of course. People are starting to talk very much about you, actually. I was in the city in Undreth just before we left, and already there were no songs, but word of your exploits, of your fighting that gigantic spider down in those sinister caves, have begun to spread already. Apparently, your companion Bodmon has made sure to have all of your feats sung in quite high praises.
God, man, it was an incredible warrior. It was very nice. What else do you know about us? I'm curious.
I can't say I know so much. I know you've traveled with that famed outlaw, Andre Timmer. I know you've had a bit of a confrontation with the Queen and her very competent aide. There are many tales about the both of them, and really, the fact that you survived such an encounter truly speaks to your own prowesses.
I guess so. Yeah, we did travel with him in the past. I don't know too much about the royal family or the queen or anything, but this is an odd question. What are they like? What do people say about them relatively?
Well, it's quite a few mixed opinions, I'd say. About the queen herself, there are many tales about her own strength. A few more than about her ruling. A few times before she actually became queen, she'd go and solve situations on her own. In fact, there's one time where a group of a few dozen bandits attempted to capture her, and she brought all of them back on her own. It's said that to actually defeat them, when they took her sword, she ripped out a pillar of pure just wood from a house and beat them with it. Quite impressive strength. Her own assistant, however, Kana, is well known in the more arcane circles, the more learned people. and she's esteemed quite well amongst the more learned folks. There's a few rumors that she may herself have recently started mastering a spell among the ranks of the teleportation, which the world has very keen interest on. Particularly, I believe many merchant guilds have reached out to her to try and aid her in the process. So I believe it's said she denied any of their requests.
Wow, they sound very accomplished.
Indeed. And that's why your confrontation with them truly does elevate your own fame.
I guess so. When people hear about that confrontation, do they generally seem against us, or?
I'd say usually it depends on how much they know and care about the queen and her servant. Most people in Bethinde, that I've heard about at least, see you quite unfavorably. However, most of the people in this general area who have no ties with the queen see yourself as liberated folks that stand up for your own values and thus see you rather positively. No doubt also the songs of the bards really do help you there, as they paint you again as heroes standing against impossible odds.
I see. Um, um, I'm done asking questions about myself. I apologize. Thank you for telling me all that.
Of course. A small bell rings out through the ship, and he himself perks up his head. Oh, looks like it's my time to go. Thank you very much for giving me a moment. And he extends a hand to you.
Rainbow State is there.
Gives you the handshake. Have a wonderful evening, Miss Rayla. Apologies, Rayla 1.
Thank you. You too.
He gives you a small curtsy and himself goes away, slinking his way through the tables until he's gone out of sight.
Once he's like gone, you can see like Rayla like visibly like relaxing. She's gonna like eat a bread roll or stick, as you said it was.
At this point, you're out of bread rolls.
They're out.
There's
No!
well, you are out, as there are 2 additional baskets of bread rolls standing atop the original bowl that you had. Both of them emptied.
Or yeah, she like goes to make like to pick one. She realizes it's empty, so she just like puts her head down for a minute. And she's gonna like chill there for a bit. She doesn't really have anywhere else to go.
Alright. We'll switch back to Mavis. As you were exploring the ship.
I was.
Yeah. You looking for anything in particular? Or?
No, I just needed to stall because my parents called me.
I assumed.
Yeah. Honestly, she would make her way to the deck eventually.
Alright. You make your way up to the deck and you see that the people are setting up the events themselves. Almost finished, actually. There's a few boards of thick wood on which there are many rings painted in different colors, as well as a few sets of darts laid out on one side. Near the gambling parlor, there's a huge wheel that's been set up and has many colors and numbers that go up to 200. In the back of the ship itself, near the pools, there's a setup of intricate wooden apparels that form rings and bars and appears to be a parkour station all over the water. In addition to that, there's also one bar that's held on two struts on either end that you recognize as a limbo bar. There's a few people up here, but it's really mainly the staff setting up the event.
Into the water if I can.
Sorry, I only heard into the water. What
Yeah.
you say for that?
Look out into.
You see that at this point, it is starting to become more dark outside as night has come. And the stars themselves reflect very nicely in the rivers, forming almost a reflection, purely. It's very pretty. The wind brushes a bit more calmly against your forehead as you stand against the railing. And you can still make out a small clappering of the fishes in the river.
Yeah, and she's gonna do that till something happens or the game starts or whatever.
Alright. What about Andre? What's he doing? Is he still psyching himself down?
Well, I mean, he's mostly just in there waiting until the events start.
Okay, you're also on the deck. Oh.
Well, he was in his room for a bit. After a while, he would go out.
Alright. So you go up on deck and you see that the events themselves are finishing being set up, with Mavis being one of the few non-crew members up and laying against the railing. As you go up, you do pass Rayla, who is in conversation with the elven man with whom you played before. And he himself gets up as Rayla finishes her third bowl of bread rolls.
Well then.
At this point, there's very few people in the actual dining area. Most of the people can be found in their cabins, but you do see as you exit your own double.
Alright then. Yeah, he just
Sorry, go ahead.
he'll just be waiting up on the deck.
After a few more minutes pass, there's a bell that's rung once more by one of the Dragonmore crew member. As he rings it, there's more people that come up to the deck, numbering in the dozens now, easily. Thank you very much for your presence today. Allow me to explain each of our 3 events for the night. The first will be one of luck. Here we've set out a very special roulette. Every passenger can choose a number, or alternatively, they can choose a color. The roulette will be spun, and if the ball lands in either the color you've chosen or your number, there will be a lot of 100 gold pieces split amongst the winners. Though, if you do pick a color, your lot will be divided by 10. The second will be one of aim. Here you can see that there are 3 targets, as well as a great number of darts. Each person that desires to enlist in this trial has to shoot a dart at each target. Whoever manages to hit the closest to the center with the 3 accumulated targets will win, along with any passengers that comes with them. an evening, and a dining with the captain himself tomorrow. And the last trial, that of agility, has two forms. One of them is for fun only and has sadly no reward attached to it, except the fame and pride that comes from being the best at limbo, the most flexible, if you will. The second is the parkour we have set up. Whoever manages to clear it in the fastest speed will be granted their choice between 5 pieces of jewelry from the captain's very own collection, each of which worth over 100 gold pieces with certainty. The people around and the still standing on the deck seem quite excited at the prospect. Particularly, there seems to be a lot of people interested in the gambling one. And they start clamoring, getting themselves ready for their own events. What do you do?
Andre's gonna go to the parkour one.
What about Alright, you can go ahead, Yash.
Yeah, thoughts. Sorry, I'm gonna go make my way up to the deck and probably try to find Mavis or Andre.
Alright. Andre's not really so hard to find, as he does wear rather nice clothing. You can see that as he passes by some noble-looking people, they appear a little bit disgusted, and they leer at him just a bit. It's very behind his back, but you do find him, and looking from where he's going, you are able to make out Mavis lying against one of the rails that looks into the water.
Yeah, let's approach Andre. Hi, Andre. Ah, Misha. Mikhail, yes, person I know. Hello. Oh, smooth.
Kind of like turns and he's like, "Pardon?
Hi. Are you gonna use it for?
I've been thinking about it.
The prize is pretty good.
It'll be a nice remembrance of what happened here if I can win it."
Yeah. You think we should try the other ones as well?
Well, you're a good shot, so I'd recommend it.
Yeah. I do like winning. Could give it a shot. What about the first game, though?
I feel like I used up all my luck with some coin tosses earlier.
Can we only enter one, or can you enter any of them?
You can enter one of them.
Okay.
He didn't specify. Sorry about that. It's one.
Is gonna push off the rails a bit and like walk towards Rayla and Andre. And she's got. So, how are you dividing this up?
Dividing what up?
You know, like Rayla, obviously for aim, right? She's real good with that bow. So, parkour or roulette? Not roulette. Yes, roulette.
Roulette.
I'm much more well suited for the parkour.
Alright, I'll try winning the gold pieces then.
Good luck.
I famously have good luck.
You do.
Yep, that's me. Only this.
It can't be worse than Double's initiative rolls. So you all proceed to your advance, and you can see that there's a good group of people amassed for the roulette one, more so than any other. With the acrobats one being filled with interesting characters, most of which really look like they would struggle, and a good number of whom look very drunk. For the aim, you can see that there's a bit more variety of people. And there you find actually the bard with whom you spoke earlier, Rayla, as well as the lady with whom Andre interacted. She herself is still in her cocktail dress, and she seems ready to win it all. Who would like to go first?
I'll do it. I'll get out of the way.
So for you, Double, there's the way this is gonna work is there will be 4 checks as you try and clear each of the impasses, and you'll be able to try and do a few variety of things for this. So as you put yourself at the start of the parkour, just parkour. You get ready to climb atop one of the many bars. There's a stretch of monkey bars that leads to a trapeze area that overhangs over one of the many pools on the boat. After that, there's a huge, almost wooden plaque that needs to be pushed to give space for someone to crawl underneath, and end with a soft mattress on the ground that is well below the plaque itself and can only be reached using a few strings that are laid down from it, so rappelling down.
All right.
And as you set off, how are you gonna try and cross the monkey bars? You gonna go athletics or gonna go acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
Roll, roll for it. The DC for this one is 12.
I got a natural 1 for a 10.
Oh,
A natural 1. That's real unfortunate. As you go across the monkey bars, you're filled with confidence. You know you've done things way harder than this before. You go across them, and you just fail to make contact with one of them. You're kind of hanging very lightly with one of your fingers just on one of the bars. It takes you a really good bit of work to get yourself back up again, and a good minute of fumbling around. But you do make your way back up, and you make your way across the monkey bars themselves as you face the trapeze. How are you going to try and cross that one?
1 second. 'Cause if I remember right, the trapeze is I don't even know what to like.
It's like a barn that's suspended with wires, and you do acrobatics by being by actually suspending yourself from it.
Okay.
Kind of like a kind of like a Tarzan cord. That's not quite right.
Honestly, I thought the trapeze was like the swing that goes from each side, and then they do tricks.
Yeah, that.
Dick
Oh.
Grayson's
Trapeze is
parents.
very
Dick
thick.
Grayson's parents.
I would not describe that as a swing. It's very light. It's really more of a
Bar.
stick. Yeah, it's just one bar.
Yeah, he's just gonna jump and go for it and try to like just gonna get it on it with both hands and swing.
All right. So that's another acrobatics then.
Yep.
The DC for this one is 14.
Oh, okay. Natural 20 for a 29.
Okay, that's much better. As you jump, you just manage to time yourself perfectly, and you use the momentum of your swing to actually propulse you faster across the trapeze. And using that, you manage to actually land halfway on, almost on top of the plaque itself. No doubt, saving you quite a bit of time. You're about halfway to the top of the plaque or the bottom. You could try and crawl underneath. You could try and climb atop. There's many things you could do here. You could also just try and just jump. What do you do?
I'll try to get on top.
All right, that'll be athletics.
Alrighty. 9.
DC for well, that definitely fails. As you try and get on top, you find just you're lacking a little bit on the muscle department, and it takes you a bit of time, really a lot of effort. As you get to the top, you take a few seconds to catch your breath, and you're on top of it. Now there's only the rappelling. It's about 30 feet down the enormous plaque. You could also jump, or if there's anything else you'd like to do. How are you gonna approach this problem?
Jumping would be really stylish. So I'm gonna do that.
Do you try to mitigate your fall? in any
Yes.
way? How?
Kind of like doing the No, 5-point landings for a parachute, so I think it's a 3-point landing.
I don't. Okay, but I mean in D&D terms.
Well, basically just rolling. Like he'll like leap off and then kind of roll to like mitigate. I mean, he's still like willing to take some. Like he's willing to get hurt, but
Okay.
Mitigate it as much as he can. In terms of D&D, nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless
I'll
a
say
good
roll-
acrobatics
I'll
check will
say-
do it.
Yeah, I'll say roll acrobatics. If you get over 20, you can have the damage.
All right. 26.
26, pretty good. And you only take 7, 5, 12, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you that is halved already. As you fall, well, as you jump from the enormous plaque and onto the softer mattress. It's still a significant height from which most people would really have to rappel from, but you managed to clear it in only a few seconds, where it would take maybe a minute for others. And you managed to make a very respectable timing. However, it is slowed down from the initial failure on the monkey bars. As you watch other people come and go, you do see that one person in particular is very agile and manages to clear the entirety of it without failing at any of the events. Although they don't excel at quite as much as you do for the trapeze, they are indeed very athletic, and they do manage to make a bit of a better time than you. The person's figure, she seems to be quite overjoyed as she lands at the bottom. It is the silver-haired woman that you've seen now many times, and she jumps around a little bit as she's quite proud of her own performance. More people try and more people fail, and sadly, you do get beaten at this particular event, as she is escorted by one of the Dragonborn and goes downstairs.
All right.
Would like to be the next contender.
I can go.
All right. For you, Rayla, as mentioned before, there's quite a few more people at your event than Andre's. It's a very simple event. There are 3 targets, each set at different distances, and the objective is to hit them the closest to the center possible. The way this will reflect is with different ACs. So the first target will have an AC of 15, the second of 18, and the third of 21. As they are set across the distance of the ship itself, and they are quite far.
Am I anywhere near her?
You could be.
Okay, well, actually, first I should ask, in terms of flavoring, is Bardic Inspiration seen as like a spell as something cast, or is it just seen as like an encouraging thing? Because if it's seen as like cheating, Andre wouldn't do it.
It's not really seen as a spell, no.
Okay. Because yeah, if it's just flavored as giving someone like props to be like, hey, you can do it, then Andre would do it. To
Right.
try to just because he thinks some encouraging words always helps people out. Yeah, he's just going to bardically inspire Rayla for one of them by just kind of like cheering her on.
Okay.
So you got a D6 for one of them.
Some people come and go and they shoot their shot. None of them are particularly good. One of them is actually quite good on the targets that's furthest back, and you're surprised to see that it's by the woman with whom Andre spoke earlier. She herself seems a bit drunk at this point, and she's really cheering at her own hit on that last target, even though she completely whiffed the other two. And you take a step up.
Yeah, I'll go for the first target.
All right. Roll the hit with a dart.
What? Okay. How do I do that?
It's pretty much just like you would with a bow. You just add your dex and your proficiency, so +7.
Okay. The roll IRL dice. These are cursed, so
You rolled a what now?
1 second.
She's rolling IRL dice.
That's good.
Like actually.
Clickety-clackety. I've also taken out a D100, like a big one made of metal, like an actual ball for your thing, Mavis.
Lol.
I
Ooh,
could kill someone with this. Sorry, what'd you say, Yash?
I got a 12.
As you shoot that
Wait,
first
wait,
one-
wait. Can I give her my inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Reroll that.
Reroll that shit. What was the DC for the first one again?
15.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I did not realize that. Yeah, that was low as hell.
That's to hit it in the like dead center.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna
Perfect shots only. I'm calling it now.
remember. I'm rolling online. I'm not okay.
That's okay.
You need to get higher than 8. Or an 8. 8 or higher.
I'm just using a crossbow, by the way. It's just the same thing, but
It is the same thing.
Yeah.
in 18.
18 does hit. As you shoot the dart, it finds its way perfectly in the center and actually knocks away one of the closest contenders. You can hear someone letting out a small yelp. "Ah, that was mine!" And you get ready for the second target. This one has quite a few more darts. There's actually strewn around it than in it, as it is a good bit further away. There is one of them that's a bit close to the middle, but not quite there.
She will go again.
All right, roll the hit.
I believe that you can do it.
I forgot the DC for this. Wow, I suck.
It's 18. DC was 18 for this one.
It is 18.
I love you, Daya. Yes. Okay, yeah, I got an 18.
You got an 18?
Got
Fantastic.
18 exactly, yeah.
You yourself throw the dart, and it goes absolutely flying through the air in a simple whizzing motion and lands itself perfectly in the middle. For a moment, it tings a little bit, almost like it wants to dislodge itself and fall back, but it does stay in. You can hear a few whistles from the crowd. Ooh, look at that! and you line yourself up for the last target, where there's only 2 darts that have managed to find their way there. One of which you saw was by the exuberant lady, and the other one by someone that has not made any sort of fuss about it.
Remember, you have the D6.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, you can still have the D6 to get closer to it at least.
yeah.
The D4.
Wait, do you have do you have inspiration normally as well?
I-
Will?
I do have inspiration.
No, you don't.
I do. I don't.
Yeah, we don't use our inspiration.
I'm on your sheet right now. You do not have inspiration.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Oh, I don't track it there.
Okay, but last time she did get inspiration and she never used it though.
Yeah, remember when you picked on me,
Okay,
Joy?
where like all of us are like we don't know who should go because we all have inspiration.
Yeah, she did.
And then I had to go because you like bullied me, and then I have inspiration.
That's okay. It's just bullying, Yash. Just toughen up.
Yeah, it's just a bit.
I'm sorry. Don't.
It builds
Go-
character.
Yeah, you would probably have an inspiration. I do encourage you to start tracking your things on the D&D Beyond sheet.
Sorry, I will. I do like. I'm old. Okay, I'll use it.
You're the youngest.
Yeah, you might be the youngest one here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my sins. Okay, are you sure? Are you sure you want to give me the inspiration? Because I don't really remember.
You would probably have it. Go ahead.
Take it. I want to eat with the dragon.
I want to eat with the dragon.
I also want to be fair about it.
Take it. Come on.
Yes.
What did you get?
Adding the bardic inspiration, it is a 27 in total.
How do you absolutely demolish the drunk MILF's shot?
Rayla is gonna be super casual about it. She's just gonna step up to the plate, pick up the dart, and just throw it. And then she'll like kind of like look around afterwards because like she doesn't really like seeing the result of her shot.
People are just looking at you for a moment, not saying anything, and there's a bit of a silence that's only broken up by people cheering for the roulette. After a moment, they all just erupt, yeah, woo! And the people begin to crowd around you a little bit, giving you some claps on the back and just shaking you a little bit. Clearly very impressed and happy with your performance.
Oh, okay. I guess I won that one.
After a little while, the crowd begins to let you go a little bit, and one of the Dragonborn steps up. Great job! We'll come get you for the dinner tomorrow with Lord Lakathuns. Would 5:30 be agreeable for you?
Yeah, that works great. Thank you.
Fantastic. We'll come get you. You have a wonderful evening. And he takes a step back. I'm going to help some other people arrange their own events. And the last one, but not the least, is Mavis.
Let's go.
The way it works for you is I have a D100.
Mhm.
You can pick one number, and if it lands on it, you get the 100 gold pieces, or you can pick a color. In which case, you pick a number from 1 to 10, and I'll roll a D10. If it lands on it, you win.
But win 10 gold instead or something?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Fuck it, it's gambling. I start at net 0, might as well go all the way. It's not like I'm losing shit.
I was thinking that's the exact same thing. I was like, well, I mean, 10 gold's not as great, so I might as well go full on in.
I don't know.
I'm opening my camera for this. That way you
Oh! Okay, alright. What's the lucky number?
Wow, okay, I clicked on the camera and my entire Discord crashed. Alright, I'm good, I'm good.
Okay, I think that's a sign.
Okay. I need
What does
to pick
that
a number.
mean?
I gotta pick a number. Okay, guys, shit.
Bro, your dice is sick.
Yeah.
Fuck it. All right,
I'm
69.
69.
God damn it,
69!
Daria. Really? Okay, hold on. Let me just
It's a
take
solid number.
I already. It's a
It's
good
solid.
number.
God damn it, Yash. Here, I'm just use this because I don't want to fuck up my desk. This thing,
Yeah,
like,
just
I could kill someone with this.
Oh
Honestly,
my god.
it is solid metal. It is very heavy.
that's
That
crazy.
plonks you in the back of
It's
the
so
head. I don't know if you're
shiny.
getting up.
It is shiny.
It's so nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 69, that's your choice. Are you sure?
It's a funny
Um,
number. You have to.
Yeah, it's a funny number.
It's just as likely as any other like option. So I mean,
So, okay,
Yeah.
God damn it. And here it goes. Oh boy. That was way off.
yeah, it's basically a sphere at this point. So like it's gonna roll.
Okay, well, I didn't think. Okay, take two. Here, I know what I'm
Okay,
doing.
wait. So when I
No.
was watching someone roll this on TikTok, they literally just let it keep going till it stopped naturally.
Oh boy.
Bro, I guess like a gamer setup.
I do. Look, I have a hockey blanket set up.
Sick.
Okay.
Might dent your wall.
What?
Oh no, don't worry about it.
What?
I was like, you might dent your wall. Just throw it straight into there.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lob it on my wall. I have a blanket here.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Okay,
I got
good.
the Habs. It's a hockey team. Okay, and that's an 83.
Dang.
And then you,
Damn.
can,
83.
close.
you can't really
Yeah.
see. Yeah,
I can't tell.
yeah. You
How could
can't.
this funny number fail us?
I need to get a better camera. But sadly, as you pick your number and the roulette goes, it keeps spinning. You've placed your bet, and it just keeps going. It lands on 83. Number that was chosen by one very lucky man that looks very inebriated. He's a stout dwarven man that wears a bit shabby clothing. He smells of lemons, actually, which is rather pleasant. And he himself seems quite overjoyed with it. He jumps around a little bit, and he's handed out a pouch that blinks with a good set of gold coins in it.
Hmm.
And you're left empty-handed, having been defeated, sadly.
Damn. That's why you don't gamble. It's always gonna be stacked against you, and you're gonna end up losing more money than gaining.
You didn't spend a dime.
Yeah, that's why she did it. If she had to pay, she wouldn't have touched it.
As as all three of the events have ended, people begin to disperse a little bit. Even as there's a line starting to form for the limbo, with a few rather enthusiastic passengers lining up for it. In particular, the woman still dressed in her cocktail dress, which is starting to fall off a little bit. Not
Oh dear.
particularly made for limbo. Is at the forefront of the festivities. What do you guys do?
Oh, I'm fucking doing that limbo.
You're what now?
I want to do limbo.
Okay, you want to do limbo. What about you, Devil?
I'm just gonna try to find the silver-haired person.
All right. Make a perception check.
Got you. Boom. Watch this. Yeah, 8.
Hell.
Yeah, you remember seeing her going downstairs after she won her prize, being following a dragonborn that was leading her down. You're looking around, you don't see her on deck currently. Maybe she's somewhere else.
Hmm.
As for you, Mavis, there's a crowd of people with the bar going down and down. Right now, it's at about a foot off the ground.
The fuck?
Wait, hold on. How big's a foot again? Let me just-
16 inches.
I don't know.
12. It's 12
Yeah, like,
inches.
I don't know.
God, damn it, hold on.
It's 3 yards.
It's a third of a meter.
It's
so,
5,280.
Maybe more about 2 feet off the ground. And the people are lining up, and some of them are proving to be quite inept at it. Especially people that you do notice have a bit of a beer belly. Some other people are doing their really best, and actually the woman is doing actually really well. She's really showing off her flexibility. And she almost manages to bring it down to a foot and a half. But just she fails a little bit as she twitches and she herself falls to the ground. And the way that this works for you, it's simply you roll acrobatics.
Yeah, I'd also like to do limbo.
Yeah.
And I also want to do
on.
limbo.
Do we get the colorful, like, the luau necklace, too, for this? Or the kobolds handing out the little flower necklaces?
Yeah, I hope so.
Flower necklaces you do have.
Yeah.
You give it to everyone that enters the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone roll acrobatics to see who can do limbo the lowest.
Oh god.
This is the most important.
Oh,
Natural 20, 29!
Oh my god.
What'd you get?
And 29 total, but with a natural 20.
That's
Oh.
not.
God. Okay.
Damn.
His
Well,
his knees are gonna be on fire tonight. Like, they are gonna hurt so bad.
what about Mavis and Rayla?
I got a 16.
I got a 12.
Okay. Let's go from bottom to high.
Yeah.
So Rayla, as you do your best to do a bit of a limbo, you realize you forgot to take off your armor, and it clanks against the bar very clearly. People look at you, and they just start not laughing quite at you, but at your situation. And they put the bar back on. Someone gives you a pat on the back. No worry, you'll get him next time. As for you, Mavis, the bar is currently set at 2 feet. And the people, as you go, you do manage to make your way. You slink your way underneath a little bit. But just as you're about to pass the tip of your nose, it just clinks. And you can feel your head touching the bottom of the floor. As you were just a little bit too enthusiastic to get down. People are indeed quite impressed, however, with you, as you did almost pass it, where most people just completely fail it. As for Andre, you yourself, how do you show them how it's done?
He's gonna walk up, just like take a look at it, and just kind of like slowly. It's just he kind of does it slowly to like where he starts kind of like going like just down a bit, but it's like it's slow enough to be like, oh, he's still going. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's still going. Like, you know, just slowly getting as low as physically possible.
You do that, and as you do, you pass easily the foot and a half. You're nearing the simply 1 foot. You feel like a snake, and as everyone watches, you look really, really like a reptile. Just like you've slithered your way underneath. And people are just in absolute awe as you pass by. And just start jumping around as you manage it, and you do feel quite a few people clapping you in the back. Someone forces a glass of alcohol in your hand. The glass itself isn't nearly full, and the alcohol does smell rather strong. Yeah, you show them how it's done. Good job. Here's your prize.
Thank you. He is like, He was just like, be like, oh, this looks fun, but he didn't expect this reaction, so he's just like, oh no.
Does he drink?
He'll act like he drinks. You know, like he'll like just put it up to like he'll act like he takes a sip.
A little sip. I see. You do so, and the man takes back his alcohol, chugging it all in one go. Ah! And they get back in the line, starting again for Limbo.
God, you ever like seen those like videos of like people roller skating in Limbo?
Oh,
And like
what?
no, like look it up. They get so fucking low to the ground.
oh yeah.
I saw it on TikTok once. I was trying to. I don't know if this is a good post as an image or a GIF.
Oh, I have seen this before.
Like, here's a kid doing it, but like I've seen grown ass men do it. Is this gonna be a video? No, it's gonna be an image.
Yeah, I've seen this.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, just look it up online.
So I'll be back in just a minute. I need to go use the bathroom. As always, I drink too much water.
All right.
But like, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's. Oof.
I think it's a little bit easier on roller skates though. It's so hard.
Yeah.
So difficult. I just think it's a little bit easier.
You know.
Because like the shoes help keep you off the ground. But dang. I could do okay in actual Limbo. I can't go that low though.
I wish Andre was still paranoid because I am now.
What?
That's silver-haired person. Because at first it's like, oh, you know, she's doing pretty good. He's gonna go congratulate her, and then I started thinking, what is someone that athletic doing on this ship? And then I started thinking, what if she's like an assassin or something?
Okay, but we're gonna have Rayla.
True.
Rayla just did insane in darts.
That's true.
Yeah, you guys really wanted to have that dinner with that Catherine. I respect it.
Yeah, we could say we ate with a dragon. That's awesome.
I was so sick. I really wanted to win that one too. I'm glad you guys gave me your hope and your dreams.
We poured everything into that.
I needed that shit. I wanted to meet him too.
Wait, so I was gone for that. Who started telling? Like, who recognized you?
The older elf gentleman.
Okay.
He recognized the name.
Originally, I thought he was talking to you, not Rayla.
Oh no, that would be terrifying.
Oh,
It is,
yeah.
oh man, that
Like,
famed outlaw, huh? That's crazy. Man.
And it was like in between music or something, or he hadn't restarted the song. So I heard a bump, and that was it. So it was like, it sounded really tense to me, so I was like, what the fuck is going on?
If that was towards Andre, then yeah, that's like a threat. That's scary.
Yeah.
I still thought it was kind of weird, but it just seemed like he was just some dude after a little bit of questioning. So
Wait,
like,
so, but if we got recognized...
Yeah, that makes things so much harder.
yeah, people know us.
Well, okay, they only
So-
recognized it by name, so we got that going for us.
But he recognized. Okay, he doesn't know. Well, he still recognized Rayla as Rayla.
Well, he said because he heard the name.
Name. That's true. That's true. He thought I was a Minotaur.
Yeah, Rayla too. That was. I was like, wait, no.
I love Rayla 2 and Rayla 1. Truly iconic.
Does that mean that there is just a Rayla, the original?
The original. We all got derived from her.
From Rayla Prime.
You're just copy and paste, like, copy downloaded. Or copy uploaded. Rayla. Rayla 1. Rayla 2.
Something happened with the Rayla too. Then I don't know what.
Like, no wrong.
Listen, it just didn't get saved under the same. It just got saved under the same name.
File got corrupted, obviously.
It's like with the queen, they just needed to start numbering them so people didn't get suspicious. Anyway, now that you've all completed your events, what do you do?
Gonna walk back down to the rooms.
Is that echoed by Mavis and Rayla? You don't sound sure, Mavis.
No, but I'm sure.
Okay. You all go to your room.
Well, I don't go in the room.
Oh, you go. Okay, you're not.
I'm waiting outside. I want to meet with that person because Andre really felt bad that he didn't congratulate the other person for winning. Because it was just him and that other person are the ones that completed the course, right?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, that deserves some props.
Well, you're the only ones that completed it in any decent time. Some other people dragged themselves through the water and the trapeze and everything, but they just fucked it up.
Oof.
Drunk guys, but they did complete it. You're the only ones that actually did it well.
Yeah, that deserves some props. But yeah, he's just gonna wait.
What do Mavis and Rail do as Andre waits?
I think she would just actually head back into the room to like settle down.
Yeah, it's meditation time. Or weird state, unconscious state time.
You could have
Oh,
called it bedtime.
No.
Yes, that's fair. Alright, so you do so. You both enter the room and you find it as you left it. Andre's stuff has been ruffled a little bit, but doesn't seem anything too drastic.
Do you want me to share the bunk with the claw, or and you share a bunk with Andre, or
we put the claw on one of the beds.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I can tuck it in too.
I'm okay with either. If you want to take the one with the claw, then sure.
Sure, I'll take the one with the claw.
Alright, you do so. So you, Mavis, are with the claw? Is that I get that
Yes.
right?
Yep,
Okay.
I'm bunking with the claw.
Are any of us good with bunking with the claw that we know somehow like curves itself a bit?
Oh yeah, this
Does
is
it
fine.
sound into material?
Yeah, and like within like a day? Like, are we sure about doing that? Because I feel like
so it's on. So the claw's on the bottom bunk, right? So Mavis would be on top bunk.
Surely the claw would not saw off the sides of the bunk.
Nah, it's fine.
Alright.
I can cuddle with the claw if you think that's better.
That's certainly an idea.
What is it? Razor sharp claw. I can sleep with it if that would be better. Can I polymorph an object? I don't think so. Yeah, I can't.
So Mavis and Rayla immediately go to bed? Nothing else?
Yep.
Alright. Or you, Andre, you wait a little bit, and about after three quarters of an hour, 45 minutes pass, you do see her coming back down the hallway. She looks quite satisfied with herself. Though she doesn't appear to have changed her appearance in any way. She's holding in her left pocket. Her hand very clearly is clutching something. It's very obvious to almost any observer. What do you do?
just look up and go, great work out there.
She looks at you a bit surprised. Oh, thank you. You did good as well. I'm sorry, I don't know what your name is.
It's Mihail.
Mihail. You did great as well, Mihail. She says that last bit.
Yeah, can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I think this lady might know who I am, or something.
Sure, you can insight.
Insight.
I
check
got a
back.
2 for a
Insight
10.
check back.
Oh, I rolled so low, it's 10.
She seems to be congratulating you. She didn't seem sure for a moment, but surely that was more her not really knowing how to pronounce her name than anything else, right?
So would you learn to move like that?
Oh, I just do a lot of active activities. So I do my stretches in the morning and all of that. Sometimes I do a bit of acrobatics in my job. Sometimes I'm with the circus when they come by. But it's really just a bit of practice every day.
Makes
What
sense.
about you? You did pretty well too. We're really good on that trapeze. Are you often with the circus?
No, it's, well, I used to be in the military.
He looks at you, a bit of a coy smile on her face. Do they use trapeze in the military a lot?
No, but, my set of skills warranted it.
Okay. Well, thank you for the good match today. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna go past my room is right here, so
Of course. Have a good one, and he'll just go up.
go up.
Just go, well, wait, was our room up the stairs?
Your room was on the same level as her.
Oh, okay.
It's actually just a few doors away from hers.
I was gonna say now I'm scared to go in, but I'm pretty sure she already has seen me go in, so I'm just gonna go in the room.
All right. And you do so. She herself as well enters her own. You're in your room, where you find Rayla softly snoring, and Mavis probably on top of the bunk bed. You can't see her from where you are, but you can imagine she has her eyes open.
Arms crossed over her chest, looking up.
Like Arrow. He's reenacting the mummy.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna fish his bedroll out of his bag.
You do so.
Yep. Throw it on the floor and just lay down.
You do so, lying it right next to the very comfortable bunk bed. Is Rella on at the top or at the bottom of her bunk bed?
Top of the bunk bed, of course.
Top, okay. And like that, you go to sleep.
Really? Are we just letting this happen?
I totally forgot this doesn't sleep in the bed. I should have known that. But
No. Fuck that. Mavis is gonna do an Andre. What the fuck are you doing?
Sleeping?
Get into the bed.
Okay.
You paid 20 gold for that.
I mean, okay. He'll put up his bed. He'll slowly roll up his bedroll. Then he'll reluctantly get in the bed.
Does he stay in the bed?
Yes.
Hear that shit.
I didn't even think about... Yeah, I don't think he even could without Mavis noticing, so...
By the way, she 100% just like rose her up, her upper body. Shouldn't move anything else. She's under the fuck.
Like Undertaker type stuff?
Also, DM, I'm not gonna. I'd like to switch out one spell, if it's okay.
Sure. What is it?
I want to get rid of purifying food and drink.
Mm-hmm.
and instead prepare locate objects.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only change I'm gonna make.
Okay. Interesting.
Nope.
You do so. And with that, you all go for a long rest.
Yep.
All right. You do so. Your night is untroubled. You're lulled to sleep, or at least Rayla and Andre are, by the soft sloshing of the waves against the hull. And you all long rest. As you awake, you can smell a gorgeous, rich aroma wafting its way from underneath the door, and you can hear the low chirping of birds outside. Now that's where we'll end the session.
Wait, she never gave me her name.
She didn't.
That's
You're
suspicious.
mad.
Well, okay. I feel like it's just cordial to be like, oh, hey, what's your name? And you give yours, and then you give yours back.
But you could ask, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought it was